Zebras are iconic, black and white stripes running across golden African plains. Bold, elegant, and impossible to miss. But that's the mystery. If survival is about blending in, why do zebras look like walking barcodes? Wouldn't plain brown or dusty gray camouflage better in the savannah? Wouldn't stripes make them stand out? It seems almost backwards. And yet, zebras have worn these stripes for millions of years. So, why do zebras have stripes? Is it camouflage? Social signaling? Insect defense? Or is nature just being stylish? Let's explore the science behind one of the animal kingdom's most debated fashion choices. At first glance, stripes don't make sense as camouflage. Zebras live in open, sunlit grasslands, not forests where bold patterns might blend with shadows. To the human eye, black and white doesn't scream, "Hide me." But here's the twist. Predators like lions and hyenas see differently. They have poor color vision, especially at dusk and dawn, the prime hunting hours. To them, zebras don't look black and white. They look like flickering shapes in grayscale. Some scientists believe that in a herd, overlapping stripes may confuse the predator's depth perception. It's not invisibility, it's visual noise. But the camouflage theory alone doesn't fully explain it. Other savanna animals survive just fine without looking like barcodes. So, there must be more. Imagine you're a lion. You spot a herd of zebras running. But as they move, the stripes blur together, shifting, rippling, vibrating. This effect is called motion dazzle. It confuses the brain's ability to track direction, speed, or even how many animals there are. Some researchers believe motion dazzle makes it harder for predators to single out one zebra from the group. The result? A moving optical illusion. Predators might strike too late or miss entirely. It's not about hiding. It's about making the attacker hesitate. And in the wild, hesitation can mean survival. Here's where things get weirder. One of the most widely supported theories today is that stripes evolved to deter biting insects, like tsetse flies and horseflies. Studies have shown that these flies are far less likely to land on striped surfaces. In lab tests and field trials, flies buzz around zebras but often fail to land. Why? It turns out that flies rely on polarized light to navigate, and the high contrast patterns of stripes disrupt that light reflection, making it harder for the insects to lock on. In hot African climates, biting flies spread deadly diseases. A small advantage in avoiding bites could mean a huge survival benefit over generations. So stripes? They might be a bug repellent built into the skin. Another theory suggests that stripes help zebras regulate body temperature in the scorching sun. The idea goes like this. Black stripes absorb heat. White stripes reflect it. The contrasting temperatures create micro-air currents over the zebra's skin, improving sweat evaporation and cooling. Some researchers have even observed zebras raising the hair on black stripes while flattening the white ones, further enhancing this airflow. It's like wearing a built-in air conditioner, one stripe at a time. While this theory is still debated, it adds another layer of function to the zebra's wardrobe. They might be dressed for survival and the weather. You know how no two human fingerprints are the same? Zebras are similar. No two stripe patterns are identical. Not in thickness, not in spacing, not in layout. Researchers believe that stripes help zebras recognize each other, especially mothers and foals. In a fast-moving herd with lots of noise and dust, visual recognition is vital. A foal separated from its mother could die within hours. By imprinting on the mother's unique stripe pattern in early life, the baby zebra can find her again, even in chaos. So stripes may be a visual name tag, a barcode that says, "This one is mine." Zebras aren't just random grazers. They live in tight social groups called harems. One stallion, several mares, and their foals. Social bonds matter, and stripes might help reinforce those bonds. Some studies suggest zebras use visual cues, including stripe patterns, for subtle body language, grooming behavior, and maintaining group cohesion. And because zebras often align themselves side by side while resting or standing guard, the overall visual effect becomes mesmerizing. To predators, the group becomes one shifting, shimmering mass. To zebras, it's just the family. Zebra foals are born with brownish stripes that darken over time, but even as infants, they rely on stripe recognition to stay close to their mothers. In a landscape full of moving legs and flapping tails, having a unique striped pattern to follow becomes crucial. Some researchers even believe that the bold contrast between light and dark stripes helps guide newborns toward the right shape, the right scent, the right safety. It's like nature gave them a visual tracking code for attachment, survival, and protection. If stripes didn't serve a purpose, evolution would have phased them out. But it didn't. Across all three zebra species, plains zebra, Grevy's zebra, and mountain zebra, stripes have persisted. Even more telling, stripes vary by region, and they correlate with fly density and temperature more than with vegetation or predator numbers. Where biting flies are worst, stripe contrast is highest. Where it's cooler, stripes are thinner or fewer. That's not fashion. That's natural selection, hard at work. Here's a funny twist. We may never fully see the zebra's stripes the way their predators, flies, or fellow zebras do. Why? Because our brains are tuned to human perception. We look at color, aesthetics, symmetry, but zebras evolved in a world of movement, heat, and polarized light. We miss what matters. It's like trying to understand Wi-Fi by watching it with your eyes. You're looking, but you're not seeing what the system is really doing. To test the theories, researchers have tried painting stripes on horses, plastic mannequins, and even fake cows. In fly-infested areas, the striped animals were bitten less. In high heat zones, striped models cooled slightly faster. In predator simulations, striped patterns confused visual tracking. No single theory explains everything, but combined they paint a compelling picture. Stripes aren't just one thing. They're a multi-tool evolved over millennia. Nature rarely picks beauty without function. So, why do zebras have stripes? To hide? To cool off? To confuse? To signal? To survive? The answer might be yes to all of the above. Zebra stripes aren't just decoration. They're defense, communication, temperature control, insect armor, social glue. And maybe that's the most beautiful part. That nature rarely chooses just one reason. It chooses many, layered, subtle, brilliant, just like the zebra itself.